Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to film for you guys my summer makeup routine. I know, makeup in the summer, what? It's hot, but this is for if you want to look a little bit more put together before you go to Target. But no, seriously, I know it's hot, so this is a quick, short makeup routine if you just want to look a little bit more put together before you go out. Normally, I'm really not wearing makeup in the summer, but sometimes I want to look like I didn't just roll out of bed, even though I probably did. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you can see more videos in the future. Let's get started. All right, I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. I'm just gonna brush them out a little bit. I kind of don't really care if they're messy because, I mean, it's kind of like a no makeup look. So I'm really just gonna go in lightly. I'm using the Essence Make Me Brow. It's like a tinted brow gel. And I really have kind of thick brows anyways. So I'm kind of just making them a little bit darker. And honestly, just depending on how you like your brows, you might skip this step because I know not everyone does the same thing with their eyebrows, which I really need to get mine done. But yeah, that just darkened them up a little bit. And I might go in with my eyebrow pencil and fill in some of the empty parts, but for right now we're just gonna move on. So now I'm going to prime my skin with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha primer. I have never tried the Tatcha primer, but from the videos that I've watched on YouTube, it seems like they're pretty much the same. And this one's $3 versus the Tatcha one that's like, what, $60? I don't even know, but that's ridiculous. I can barely convince myself to buy a $40 foundation, let alone like a $60 primer. Got me messed up. But yeah, I do feel like this blurs the pores a little bit, but I don't think it does anything with the longevity of the makeup. I'm gonna go in with the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I'm in the lightest shade Fair, and this is actually still a little bit too dark for me unless I have some self tanner on or I have a little bit of a tan going on, which I did self tan for my birthday, so hopefully this will match. But if it doesn't, oh well, we're not really doing anything today. Literally, I get so many compliments on my skin when I wear this foundation or CC cream. I was at a baby shower and I wore this, and someone complimented me on it and wanted me to write it down. She was an older woman, and so I gave her all the information. My only complaint about this foundation is it doesn't have a very good shade range, which IT Cosmetics is pretty bad about that, because I mean, they don't go very light and they don't go very deep. So, which I wish they would fix that, because I feel like they would get a lot more customers. All right, next I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm starting off with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and this is in their Brightener shade. So I like to just put this in my inner corners because I feel like that's where I get the most darkness. And then I'll actually go in and use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer for the rest of my under eye. And I have this in 2 different shades because this shade is way too light for me when I have my self tanner on. And then we're just gonna blend this out. Since this is just a summer routine, I'm only gonna put it underneath my eyes. I'm not really gonna bother with brightening any other part of my face because Honestly, if I'm doing this type of makeup routine, we're probably just going to Target. Now, depending on you and your under eye situation, you might not have to set your eyes, but I do because I crease really bad. And if I were to not set this, I would literally have like foundation. Like, you see how my under eyes, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but I get the little concealer creases, even on the top of my lid. So I set that too. And I'm not going to leave this on here too long, really just enough to set it, and then I'm going to wipe away any extra with a brush. And I don't have to set the rest of my face because that CC cream dries down pretty good, and I still want it to kind of give me a little bit of glow. I don't want to be matte. Next, I'm going to bronze up a little bit with the Maybelline City Bronzer, and this is in the shade 200. I actually want to go back and get the lighter shade of this because the Taylor on YouTube, she goes by the Taylor, she raves about it, and she is pale like me. She's actually like one of the first YouTubers that I started watching for makeup because she's so pale, and she really helped me figure out foundations that I could wear for my pale skin, because the makeup game has changed, I would say, a lot in the last 5 years or so, because it used to be that like all the shades would be too dark for me, but now I feel like I have a lot of options. All right, so let's come back to these brows. So like I said, it's really just up to you how you feel like dealing with your brows, because honestly, sometimes I just don't even feel like messing with my brows if I'm just running out the door and it's just like a quick routine. But sometimes I want to fill in this little bald spot that I have. And not that it's like a bald spot, it's just kind of more, okay, it's a bald spot, I guess. So yeah, that's it with the brows. We're not going to mess with those too much today. But I am going to set them in place with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. This stuff is bomb. If you need a brow gel, this is the only one that I can recommend to you. Everything else is trash. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. This is literally the only one that I've tried. So I'm going to add some highlight. This one is the Too Faced Love Light highlighter in the shade Blinded by the Light. It's super, super subtle. I like this one on my more natural days because it's not blinding. It's more of like a glow from within type highlight. And this is the one that I'll actually wear to work. But if we're beating our face, that's a whole different story, okay? Next, we're going to throw on some mascara. I do curl my lashes whenever I put on mascara just because I literally don't have any lashes. I think I have the worst lashes, which is why when I go out and I really beat my face, I do wear strip lashes. I've always wanted to try getting eyelash extensions, but it is so ridiculously expensive. All right, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I use this mascara on the top and the bottom. It just kind of does the job for me for both. All right, next I'm going to use the Catrice Prime and Fine Setting Spray. This is the Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. This gives you such a glow. All right, that is it. The last thing I'm gonna do is just put on some lip gloss. All right, and this is the final look. This look usually takes me about 10 to 15 minutes. Of course, it took a little bit longer today because I was filming it and talking through it. But if you just need a quick on the go, out the door, I wanna look semi put together, not like I just rolled out of bed, this is how you can achieve that look. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Bye guys.